Alright, check 1 2 1 2. Oh, actually, we may have good timing. Let's see, do I have... We may be doing a hunt train. Luckily, it's a hunt train on Excalibur too, so... Come on. There we go. There's the party finder. People really starting to show up now. Ooh, who's this? Brock effing Samson. See if I can find people with good glams. Oh, there's a... Let's see. Oh, I like this barding on Victory. Where's Lloyd's strike at? Let's see. Oh. Guys in Nero's monologue. Let's see. Ooh, someone's got the pterodactyl. Pterodactyl is super rare. We got a Rathalos. I did just find the quest to what I assume is to get the Rathalos. So, I may be doing that sooner rather than later. Chocobo usage welcomed, and there's no pit stops on this train. Oh, what's this? Hey, come back here. Oh, this mount is sick. Okay, that mount is actually kind of awesome. Oh, looks like we're moving. We're moving. All right. Let's see how this works. I'm kind of cranking up my settings to see if my my PC can actually handle streaming at the quality that I'm kind of demanding of it. All right, there's Paldia. Frame rate, it's getting a little framey here in the gameplay end, but nothing I can't live with. I love taking little commemorative screenshots. All right. Flushes out. All right, where are we going next, conductor? Lakeland. All right. Let's get the teleport going. Oh, come on. Come on. Let's go. No pit stops on this train. Pretty good that I got a planet cluster out of that. Or a stellar cluster. What am I looking at? I got... Oh, we've got people teleporting. Thinking that's closer. If I turn off... Okay, already looks a little better. to Coluja. I mean, someone's teleporting to Tomra. There we go. You know, just making a little money on the side here before I get properly started with the quest line. I want to see if I can get the most of this patch done today. The big thing is that once I get ready for this once I get done with this patch, I can start working on my weapon again. What's my Paladin 41? Almost there. I want to start working on. I think Paladin is the tank I want to focus on for now, at least. I feel a little overloaded when I was trying to learn Gunbreaker, because just so many of the skills were just presented to me right up front. Oh, excuse me. So now that's Amarang. I want to say after Amarang... Oh, come on. I want to say after Amarang, all we have is the Tempest to do. Oh. Oh no. Let's just go to the inn. Wait, is that the gorilla mount but red? Oh, no, 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 no. This is unironically some of I'm realizing is some of my favorite content in this game. All right, Rock Tika. Oh no, we still have to do Rock Tika. Yeah. just follow the cart while I readjust myself in my seat here. Go. Now, once we get Soupe down, we can move on to the Tempest. Terror mode. There we go. Alright, so alright, so the very important question that must get answered is the Rave Cave going to be part of the hunt this time? Oh, no. There we go. Oh, doesn't look like we're gonna do Rave Cave. That should take care of the hunt train. I'm ready to go ahead and just move on to the quest line. Let's see. Head on to Mordona. Forget us not. Lemon waffle, stuffed Highland cabbage, or a honey croissant. But I will take elegant silver pieces. At long last, we have our cure. In theory, at any rate, we cannot be certain until such time as we put it to the proof. But I am quietly confident. Well, if we're to test it on someone, then I suggest Gabu. His symptoms are relatively mild. It'll be fine. I'm sure of it. Probably should want to be careful, though. As long as we exercise due caution, it will be fine. Without further ado, then, let's make for Limsa. We've kept Gabu waiting for long enough. Well, looks like Limsa's having a party. What's this guy wearing? Oh, is this Deep Shadow gear? Oh, Scion Traveler gear. Got it. Aft Castle. That's where I want to be. There we go. Hey, Alizé, what's up? Well, this is the moment of truth. I'll have our hosts bring Gabu to us at once.
Apologies for the wait.
Oh good, I don't have to voice act this scene. Poorly.
Gabu, have you been good? Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Fancy meeting you here.
Alphino Yushtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you. Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment? Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul. Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
By doing so, we also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Excellent. With your permission, then, let us begin.
Interesting that you can just do that these days. Just, hey, just give them your ether.
Yes, this will do. And now, it's my turn.
Yeah, give the pig your spirit bomb. Let's go.
'Tis done.
No small amount indeed.
Well, we seek to go where even the Allegans did not. It was never like to be easy. The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one. I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
And get some of that shitty Archon loaf they're always talking about. This seems as good a spot as any to have a rest. Oh.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago. I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light-corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even. But Alize refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation. However much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
Yeah. Don't tell me, tell her. Seems like you ought to tell her that.
I should, I know. Yet, despite my good intent, I have the feeling that I would only succeed in incurring her ire.
You alright, girl?
Alize, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
Oh, I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
Gaboo!
All this time, my mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan. But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always. So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gaboo. They helped him to hold on.
I'm so proud of you, Gaboo.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them?
Yes, we can. All of them.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use.
We don't know if it's permanent.
The effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether, and while Alize was able to heal Gaboo alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence.
Okay.
All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gaboo, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then, the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of porkses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master Matoya, the real one.
Are you gonna tell us why you called yourself Matoya in the first? Because that was that was interesting.
I have to go now, Gaboo. But the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
money. So the game is starting to tell us that we can cure the mind control of the old primals. It's interesting. Very interesting. Well. Alright, Stola, what do you got for me? Like master, like pupil. As she will be at pains to remind me, I've not paid Master Matoya a visit since returning from the first. But this seems as good a time as any. Come, let us make for her cave. TP Idleshire, I think? Since we're on our way to Idleshire anyway. Oh, damn it. Thanalan soil's up. Hang on. I'll take care of that. Oh, come on. Tell me I'm not about to fucking lose stream because of network again. Rendering lag, encoding lag. It looks like we only dropped a couple frames. Maybe it's just a small network blip. So we're doing okay now. Thanalan soil and then the unaspected crystals. Perfect. What else was there that I was trying to do? Oh yeah. Let's teleport to Idleshire. And since I'm in Idleshire, I know that there's a... Yep, there's the summoning bell. I'll take care of my ventures real quick. Alright, what's Void Drake selling for? That... Whoop, 1189. Yeah, I'm not about to try and get baited by the bot. Someone's trying to bot bait their way with 1,000. They're trying to undercut severely with like 1. Because they see an undercut war happening. And what about Magitech repair materials? 2226. Well, I can move down by a couple. Now let's look at our ventures. Reassign you. Now, what about you? Confirm, and let's see. Sword Silver Nugget is not bad. Assigned Venture. Dang. Wait, really? Some red coral. You're up to level 45, so that's good. Really? Gotta assign you some older stuff. Alright, yeah. What about gear holder? Gear holder's level 41, so yep. Don't have to re-gear them just yet. So they should be able to go on level 20s. Yep. That means the next 3 should be able to level up soon too. Authored blue dye, that's not bad. Nope. Dark Bass. Not gonna complain. Alright. Now you can go off and do that. Now what all did I get? So that's 3,000 there and... $11,000 there. Not a bad haul. Oh. Glamour plate. Oh, camp well mounted. Alright. Let's put the real glamour plate back on. Slightly. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that just a fucking view? Go down into Matoya's cave. Is she still gonna be voice acted? It's an important question. I take it you're ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil. Very well. Woman.
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away, and for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
You were gone so long, I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds. and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
Took on the name of Matoya. Here we go. Shit. Okay, so we are gonna.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I am proud to call myself a scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits. Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day. So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create porxes with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reached double figures. But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother porxie, as it were.
Is she about...
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
Is she gonna summon a pig primal? Is that what's is that what's happening? Alright, it's off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make your familiar is there. It may be, but no one has set foot in there since the Exodus. I dread to imagine what has become of it. Oh, there's sure to be a handful of feral familiars and mayhap a monster or two. But nothing to trouble the likes of you. You can consider cleaning up the place, payment for my help. Fine, we'll do it. Good girl. Now, if there's no other objections, I suggest you run along to the Maker's Quarter. I'll send one of my pirogos ahead to let you into the workshop. You need only tell him who you are. One can't be too careful after all. Off you go. So is this a trust dungeon? Can I run it, I'm gonna guess that this is a trust dungeon and I can run it with the crew and not have to do Party Finder. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Really, it's actually down from here instead of up. How close am I? I'm alright. Excuse me. Oh, getting there. I'll go around this. And there they are. Greetings, Ribbit, and welcome to my good mistress's relict. Purorogo is my name, and I am honored to be your guide. Within you will find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, along with a cavern wherein the requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, that the place has not played host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years, and will, I regret, be in some disarray. Rest assured, my brothers and I shall see to it you do not lose your way. Now then, Ribbit, only say the word and I will show you in. Okay, Duty Finder. Can I go in with a trust? I can. Okay. Really? Ah, okay. So I need to have Graha because otherwise I don't have a tank. I need to have Alphino in order to heal, and then I guess it's the choice between. The only actual choice I get is between Y'shtola and Alize.
Victory will be ours!
I went with Y'shtola. I feel like I haven't done that many dungeons with her.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients.
What are you doing here, old woman?
Listen well to what the Pirogos say, or you'll wish you had.
Harvest some clay. Okay. Okay. Can't go down there just yet. Earthy portal? Put down any of the pests that block the way. Graha, you're tanking? Thank you. Neat little soundtrack for this area.
Protect me!
More of those over here. Tarantula Hawk doesn't sound particularly nice, so wait. Out here just hitting buttons right now. Assist us. Oh God. Hang on. I get the weird, distinct feeling that the dungeons move a lot slower than I think, than even. I don't know what the word is, but like. Than even the fact that they already. You would expect them to be a little bit slower because they're not actual players, it's just bots. I would expect them to move maybe a little bit with a bit more brisk pace. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. I want my positionals on this damn thing. I hear trying to throw your big rock at me. Uh-huh. And almost done.
Away with you!
Alright, here comes. Ooh. We need to deal with the mud man first. Oh no. Hey, come on. That's weird. What's with the. Yeah, I don't know what the balls are about. With the little bowls. The balls and the bowls. Okay. Simple enough. Make balls go in tornadoes. Oh, what's happening there? Okay. I shouldn't expect you to, Y'shtola. A lot of damage I'm putting out now. Mudmen have blocked some of the drains. Come on. I'm kind of interested to see what happens if we don't send the mud balls into the drains. Stacking up. What's in here? Choose a heal. Oh man, why am I so yawny? Get some caffeine real quick. There we go. Alright, so who are you and what are you doing? Oh, water portal. Wandering well. Ew, look at that thing. Damn, you're ugly. Okay, still got the frog leading the way. There's the treasure coffer over there. Oh, no. It's an ambush. Hey, what's up, Mystic? Sorry, I feel like I cut our little Discord conversation kind of short, but I did want to go live today and do some stuff. Is it weird that I'm like, oh, hey, I should do the standard, you know, streamer greeting, like, hey, what's up with you? But I know what's up with you because we've been talking on Discord past like 20 minutes before I went live. Unless there's other stuff you'd like to talk about. Oh, hello. Yeah, time zones are weird. So it's 9 o'clock right now. If you want to think in terms of my time zone, 4 hours ago I got off work. Or one tool that I really learned to love when I was working customer support at my job before even I was at Kingwin. There's a website called World Time Buddy. .305 over there. So yeah, we're about. Yeah, but it's actually that you're ahead, so you're not behind. It's weird to think of you guys because it's like. In terms of raw time, you're a little like 9, what is it? Hang on. Brain no worky. 6 hours, quote unquote, behind us, but it's more like 18 hours ahead. Yeah. By the way, I messed around with the, I did some messing around with the settings over at, the overlay that I bought from Nerd or Die, and I managed to use it as, so I use it for a chat widget, but, the chat widget is covering up the in-game chat widget. Because it's turning out that the process of migrating like all of my old stream assets over to YouTube is actually a lot more complicated than I thought. Mostly because Stream Elements likes to group your assets in terms of which channels you're using. I thought they would just like, oh hey, here's the 3 accounts you have attached to your Stream Elements account, and all of your assets like your overlays and shit are kind of unified into one. But no, you have to go into you have one unified Stream Elements account, but then your channels are separate parts of that, and you have to set up each one individually, and that's just kind of like, oh come on, dude. Alright, Frog, let's get us across here. Need some water to make all these pig familiars. Yeah, because you probably had to go through that process too, right? Now that you're doing a lot more YouTube streaming, but you're used to it because I noticed you kind of have a tendency to hop around on different services. While I will like manage to code a custom event list properly. Well, that's good. there's a part of me that it's like I should try and where's that coming from? Oh, I know what that means. Oh, is there a... Okay, I only have to watch... There you go. I'm kind of toying with the idea of, like, once I get back in the swing of things of writing Coin Jerk again, whether I want to include all the... What in the hell? Streamed in a few weeks, and I probably won't for a bit until I get this course done. Well, that's actually, you know, sometimes you need to just sit down and focus for a little bit. Am I supposed to get in them? Let's see. No. Oh, no, I guess not. Okay. Wait. Oh, you are. It's the same. It's... Okay. So we were supposed to use... It'll be the same thing, but it'll just... I'm reasonably sure that it won't be a major revision, just the feature added on top of it. Move a little bit faster with Fists of Wind. But yeah, if you've been keeping up with Lightning Network development, you might have heard something called the Lightning Address. Part of me is wondering, like, okay, can I make use of that? So I need to like research how LNURL works on a deeper level to see if there's any kind of mechanism. Alpha, what are you doing over there? Okay. To see if there's any kind of mechanism that allows for actual payment verification. The lightning address. Alright, so let's get back to the boss fight. So what I'm thinking is I could theoretically make it to where once you hook up your lightning node or lightning wallet up to CoinJerk, the CoinJerk app could give you a lightning address. And then most of the supporting wallets, and that would be stuff like Phoenix, that would be Zeus, could just go ahead and send to your CoinJerk lightning address and just automatically do it from there, and no one even has to visit the website, the web app. Now, that would mean... There we go. Okay, that's what we were supposed to do. Guys. All right. Oh boy. Oh, hello. Oh, we want to get over here, guys. Come on. Oh, spread out. Crash smash. What does that do? The problem you would kind of run into there is that LNURL doesn't really support fields. It does support comments, but not anything with like advanced fields. So there would be like no names. There wouldn't be. I almost wasn't paying. I wasn't paying attention. I took some big damage there. Hello. But you would run in. You would gain the benefit of. The app wouldn't even need to be used by anyone who's looking to send the Bitcoin. There we go. Alright, looks like we're almost done with this one. I haven't even been... Well, so the idea is that anyone who would be sending to your Lightning address would be sending, like, they could just open their wallet, say, and say that they want to send, and inside their wallet, they could just type in mysticnz at coinjerk.com, right? And that would exist. It's basically an email address, but for money, and it basically turns it into functioning more or less like PayPal. And since it's going through CoinJerk's server, I could what in the hell? But yeah, I could theoretically send the message of the tip to like Stream Elements or Streamlabs. But the thing is, since there's no more advanced fields that can be that are detected in that scheme, they would basically all have to be anonymous. Like no one would be able to say, oh, this is from this person or this is from this email. It would all, the alert on Stream Elements or Streamlabs would trigger under, this is just from CoinJerk. Not from anyone specific, not from this user. So you wouldn't be able to separate by user. Leaderboards wouldn't work, for example. It would just be completely anonymous. I guess if you're okay with that, I don't know how much I'm okay with that. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm done. Ooh, materia. And it's a 7 materia too, so that's not bad. I've got the idea in my head going on. I don't know how fleshed out it is though. I need to speak to Jaff though. That's who he's been asking me a lot of view questions, or VU, or however you want to pronounce it. So I'm like, all right, I've been answering your view questions. You can pay me back by answering a lot. Oh nope, hello. I got hit by that. Damn it. You can help answer my LNURL questions. Oh, hello. There it is. Dude, this looks fucking incredible. Alright. So he's gonna be the boss of the dungeon, I bet. Whatever the thing is that's using its hands. Come on. There we go. Oh, that up there, that looks like the boss fight area.
There.
Take care of this guy first. Seems like he'd be the biggest threat. Oh, come on. Oh. And let me guess. Is there one more pack of mobs before we make it over there? Ah. Molten Febid. That said, Mystic, are you which one are you using? Streamlabs or Stream Elements? Because I found someone who had built a working implementation that's not entirely unlike CoinJerk as a plugin to another wallet system. If you want to try that. And I'm paying attention to that guy. That guy seems to know what he's doing. It actually got me a little salty when he managed to get a working implementation before I did, but I can't be that salty. That's me being way too lazy. Well, I can be salty, but I shouldn't apply malice to it. The other guy, the other guy, I forget his name, but he knows what he's doing, so he's doing pretty well. Good work. Ooh. Boss fight cutscene.
Right then. Let's get this over with. Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Oh, the mother porksy. Alright, let me get a little bit of a stretch real quick. Alright, here we go. So is he gonna? Yes, he is. Wait. What happens if I stand in here? Oh, no damage. Got it. Oh, okay. So we want to get away from that. What? Oh, okay. This is neat. That's a neat little boss mechanic. Oh. Oh, is your Stoli LBing? I guess not. Oh, hello. So, stand here, I guess. Okay, and then the knockback knocks you into here. Got it. Okay, yeah, you guys spread out. I'm gonna keep doing damage.
Protect me!
Oh. I got a little eager on that. Flame dance, let's go. Alright, leave duty.
There we are, quite tame.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more. That should suffice.
Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some porksies. Assuming that is, someone can spare the requisite energy. A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say. Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos. And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the mother Porksy with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
We call this the refractory period?
But a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone, we're a step closer to our goal.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Lominsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand. Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
I'm good.
In addition to the Porksies, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
Damn.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
Alright, Alphina, what do you got for us? Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with his Stola. They're peas in a pod, are they not? We now enter Matoya's relic with the party of NPC avatars. What's next? Admiral's Resolve. Good tidings to Limsa. Well then, my friends, let us return to Limsa Lominsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. Ooh, there goes the frame rate. Get out of there quick. Okay. Bigboi, ever a welcome sight. Tidings for the Admiral, you say. She's presently receiving guests, but for the Scions, I know she will make an exception. Follow me. We haven't spoken to the Admiral in a hot minute. Probably even since Heavensward. My friends, what brings you here this day? Is this true? the Navigator, a cure for the tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you signs, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We've done it. Here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks. Truly, this will do much to advance the cause of peace, yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beast man. Even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For though summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. We are to resolve the primal problem once and for all. We must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. 'Twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Lominsans have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak. I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again and again and again. And I thought it high time that I followed suit. Hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in the Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. Oh shit? Mutiny? You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. Aye. Acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of the 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would flounder without them. I am given to understand that their leader, Captain Hilfir, has been bedridden for some time with the ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads. A man named Sykard, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. But recently, okay. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned naught of any value. It's us. We got you. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever the Sicard wants, we'll do something. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. And hey, Alfie. By way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone's got to know Sicard. If you could approach the pirates, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers. Alright, head upstairs. Getting a little framey. Not the worst, though. Oh, hey, Roswin. I had a quest with you months and months ago. You want to know about Sicard? He's a wily bugger, that's what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Moonskate's place at Old Hilferside. There was a time we raced the executioners for our pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Garleans are gone and them days with them. Owing to which, we've all of us had to look for other ways to make ends meet. With that jumped up bilge rat Sicard landing the juiciest, whatever it may be. Not that we sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats from the fishbacks and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for our trouble, see? Quality stuff at the bargain price. This we pass to our sisters and can't sail on account of getting old or wounded or with child. And they cook it up and sell it. Oh, okay. This we pass on to our sisters as can't sail on account of getting old or wounded or with child. And they cook it up and sell it for pretty profit. Simple. Oh, I miss the old ways, don't get me wrong. When I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all bad. Okay, so Sicard has an in with whoever's the information broker supplying people with, like, oh, okay, so this ship's going to be leaving out of this port at this date. It's going to have this kind of shipment. And somehow Sicard is getting a front on that information. So he has to have a source. My guess is that we're gonna have to go, one, figure out who the source is, two, either hand that source over to the other pirate crews, or maybe just stop the source altogether. But what do you gotta say, Carvalane? Curious about Sicard, are you? As am I, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the thalassocracy permits us to attack only Garland vessels, yet all of these have but vanished from the seas since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I cannot imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So how, then, are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they are not like to share it with their rivals, but mayhap you will have more luck. Okay, so pirate crew, okay. A better understanding. I was a lot more wrong than I thought I was. The pirate crews have reached kind of an interesting agreement with most of Limsa. And the agreement is basically that they will chill out and not attack actual Limsa ships, but instead only Garlean ships. Problem is, Garleans Garlemald, the land of of the Garleans, is now in a civil war and probably isn't interested in doing war with everyone else. So, by the way, my topsoil is up, so I gotta go collect that. Be right back. Hang on. Just gotta go take care of business. That's how I make my money in this world. And then as soon as I'm done harvesting the Thanalan soil, the Shroud soil will come up almost immediately after that. There it is. Perfect. Dark matter cluster. I make fucking money off dark matter clusters. Can I gather grade 6 dark matter? I need to figure out real quick. No. I cannot. Okay. TP, and I think it's... Nope, no. Okay. Grade 3 Shroud. Gather... Grade 3 Shroud. And it's coming up in 30 seconds. Come on. Let's go. It should be up basically now. There it is. This direction. I still haven't quite gotten to the point where I'm making good money off of hello. Let's see. TP back to Limsa. I think. Yes. Glamour plate number 5. Boom. I see that everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first? Just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sicard turned the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they are coming by this coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbor Herald. The publication has been investigating The secret of the Educationer's good fortune and has made little headway. To be plain, the Executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on the Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the Executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Really? Curious, I contacted Hoary Boulder, who has been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds and the Sahagin lack the means with which to summon them. You mean to say the Executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes. Though we have no hard evidence as yet, we must investigate further. How do we proceed, then? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I've already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. Give me the money. The look of a man with a plan. Alright, I'm gonna sit in Lynn's, and we'll do some people watching. But I need to get up and stretch my legs a little bit. Hope y'all don't mind. So I will be right back. And I'm back. Alright. I am getting some rendering lag, some frame skippage, just purely from rendering, so I'm going to run a quick audio test to see how well that works out. Just a second. It's a little disappointing that the test had to take that long to reach my actual output, but it did work. So, moving on, the search for Psycard. Actually, let me check my inventory. Is there anything I want to take care of before we start going down that road? How many clusters do I have? Ooh, I've got a bunch of clusters. I probably should have been crafting those. Actually. Let's see. Apothecary, culinarian, not the retainer. Independent jeweler? No. Let's see. Where do I get my dark matter? My grade 6. Yep. Fieldcraft, battlecraft supplier maybe? No. Items? No. Mender? Well, okay. Well, I do want to repair my weapon. Who do I buy stuff from? Repair supplies. Battlecraft supplier. What do you got? Oh, he's only selling gear. You don't. It's not gonna be from the culinarian. It's not gonna be from the apothecary. Maybe it'll be from the tradecraft supplier. No. 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 Okay. How much does grade 6? Is anyone selling grade 6 dark matter? For 300. Oh, shop selling price 120. Nah, fuck that. Let's see. Now, where do I go to do this quest? I think it's Abt Castle. Really? Maybe it's upstairs from the thing? Or downstairs from the thing? Lift attendant? Let's see. What about Bulwark Hall? Alpha now? Alfie boy. Okay, here we go. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Limsa, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction and will shortly pose as a potential buyer, in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. Ooh. This man is due to be at Ashan's Embrace in Lower Lanosha shortly. I suggest we make our way there at once. So we're on it. So we're just doing an old-fashioned sting op in Lower. All right, let's go to the Moraby dry docks. Bum, 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 bum. That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. If he truly is in league with the bloody executioners, he will surely be wary of those allied to the Admiral. The Scions not least of all. Compared to yours and Bigboi's, mine's is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Do you have a script ready? Because we're kind of go time right now. Graha's right, and even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. Genteel? But very well. I leave it to you, Graha. And yeah, Graha has a good reason. Looks like the kind of guy who would be into crystal. You're the crystal wholesaler? That I am, but you're no merchant. What do you want the crystals for? I mean, do you not see the big fuck off stick on my back? Don't look at us, you idiot. You'll give yourself away. Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith. And you need crystals to make staffs like that fine specimen you got there. Called it! That's right. I am indeed a weaponsmith, and I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares. Well, we don't just invite anybody into the storehouse. Takes time to establish trust, you understand. I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. Alright. It's plain that's no ordinary crystal adorning your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me. Alright, we're in, boys. It seems to be working. Let's follow him. How much am I taxing my frames with this? Not bad, it looks like. They went into that tunnel quietly now. You won't find any finer, especially not for the price. Indeed. I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about them, that's your worry. They're from Ogamoro, if you take my meaning. Yeah, so they are stealing from the beast tribes. Stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. Ogamoro. Taken from the kobolds, just as we suspected. That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around. Slowly. I'm Sycard, acting captain of the Bloody Executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are. Scions. And we also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere. Comes with being the only true pirate crew left in Limsa. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. Question is, what are you here for? You're bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You've spoken plain, and so I shall return the favor. We came to learn why the Bloody Executioners oppose the Admiral's will. We have our answer. Should Limsa make peace with the kobolds, you would lose the source of your newfound wealth. And he's going to say it's not that simple. And he's going to go like for 5 minutes. Okay. That's right. Just to remind you though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessel not flying the Imperial flag. It doesn't say nothing about the Beastmen. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet is because we don't want no one taking our business. Oh, excuse me, our business. Not used to talking this much. Just listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Him especially. While the Maelstrom were worrying about dirtying their fancy red clobber, you lot stormed to Ogamoro and battered Bleeding Titan himself, raised a mug to you when I heard the news. And now we're following in your footsteps, making sure the Beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after them. But with the Garleans gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on except Beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Contentious though some may find your views, it's true that you've broken no laws. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face. Unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa has some other cause to hide in a cave. Well said. Indeed, well said. Alright, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The asked Alicia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. Sort of an interesting, like, what's a soldier to do during peacetime situation. Ooh, it's starting to give me materia 8s. I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. Timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa Lominsa are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Grahatia's timely provocation had the desired effect, and Sykard has agreed to the meeting. Let us hurry back to Limsa Lominsa and pass on his invitation to the Admiral. Rough seas. Net. Aft Castle, I'm pretty sure. And so from here, head downstairs. Can I buy? Dang it. Wait, there's no... Oh, there we go. Lift attendant. Bulwark Hall. Pretty sure this is where we want to be. Oh, yep. How do I get here? Oh, it's literally just right there. Your companions have already reported to the command room. Will you be joining them? Yes. Welcome back, my friends. What news? Well, basically, so they've been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery, and securing a meeting besides. Suffice to say, I accept Sykard's invitation, and would have you join me as my guests. The future of Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the Scions present to bear witness.
Look who's come crawling! Traitor!
You can shove your piece!
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sykard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right!
Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take!
Piracy has no place in our future.
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place.
Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores. Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlid and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom. When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty. But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive, like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so. Still, we're all the Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where did... Not Admiral. I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
A duel. Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
This ain't over! Not till one of us is dead! Finish the job! Or I will!
Captain!
Captain Ilfir!
Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
Captain!
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed. Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Lemsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay? Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything ye want. We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom! So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate! Lad, I made ye me right hand 'cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
Though I had anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Hilfir would intervene. Full glad am I, though, that he did. It would have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson. And we've made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains is to do likewise with our neighbors. Do I have to choose? Yeah, give me the critical hit. For the first time in a long time, Merlwyb's course is clear. Hang on, let me check to see where I am in terms of, like... About how many more quests do I have in this patch? Just a second, please hold. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, just 2 more? Okay. 2 more quests in this patch, and I'll do some wrap-up. Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail, unless their minds can be wrested from the grip of their gods. Well, good thing we figured that shit out. And in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there is something you should know. She's pregnant. Some 50 years passed when the Sahagin swarmed at our hulls in ever greater numbers. Limsa ever entered into a covenant with the kobolds. Covenant. To men shall go the bounty of the sea, to kobolds shall go the bounty of the land. An ostensibly equitable agreement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenosha, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went, till every ilm of Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand. It is the present, fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even should we cure their tempered. Admiral, you speak of obstacles like we are like to encounter at the meeting, but as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. So we must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them, and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies. Bait. They would welcome us into their midst not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. Aye, and given the wealth of crystals we will bring, I'll wager they will attempt to summon Titan there and then. Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely. He is the fish I would catch, but he will not be alone. Nay, he will have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the kobold side would jeopardize our chance at peace, and there my venture founders. Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's Chain? Though we would still have to weaken the kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. The artifact Miss Beard used to take goods and not life? That would serve. Well done, Marshal. So, friends, what think you of our strategy? The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of ether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. I mean, we're bringing a bunch of crystals with us, though. Time during which Alize would be defenseless. Even should we all look to her protection, I'm not convinced we could keep an army of kobolds at bay. I'm happy to take the risk anyway. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesleen would do. And had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. So I'm going to cure that priest or die trying. Hell yeah. I believe in you too. You and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It's settled then. See to your preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon. Good thing I can teleport. I can teleport and you guys got here faster than me? Fuck that. Alphino wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless. So I'm counting on you all to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way. So leave that to us and focus on your own task. Indeed. And should you want for ether, you should only say the word. Hey, Gaboo! There's something important that I want to say to the High Priest. Express, state, say. Please let me come with you, please. I mean, it's kind of dangerous for a kid, but okay. My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you are ready, let us proceed to the Ugamoro mines at once. And that's where they're going to try and summon Titan? Is there going to be an actual fight? Come on, get over there. Oh, damn it. Just fucking hauling ass. Really? Oh, wait, no. Hang on. Hang on. Just wait, just wait. There it is. Wait. Oh, there it is. Aetherite will bear us to our quarry. Should he make to summon Titan, as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. At this, all hells will break loose, and we will have an army of kobolds to entertain until Alizé's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them and let Einzar do the rest. It is time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond this squall. Alright, let's go. Well, this is where we fight Titan. Where's Angelo at, though? Where's the pig guy?
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwyd Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa.
Blufisvin.
I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Aye, just as we thought.
Oh shit, home gang.
Now, Alize! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me.
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
Am I gonna have to do the whole give Alize extra ether? Hello?
We must protect Alize!
What? Oh.
You're in my sights.
You want to deliver that line again? Man, that was a weird. You want to try another take? Oh shit.
You're not alone.
Oh shit.
You're in my sights.
Oh, delivery on that line is... It's still getting to me.
Here you are, Alize.
Shit.
More! I need more ether!
Oh, hello.
Just a little more!
Oh shit. Material depletion. Ether is waning, decreasing physical ability. Alright, almost there. Yeah, sure. HP penalty in what? Excavate. Made my decision before I came here. No matter what it costs me, Limb Soap will have peace. Oh, damn. Oh, come on. Out here trying to make this work. Oh, almost there. 12%, 10%.
Yes, this will do. Here I go. Go, Angela.
Did it work?
What?
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
Why would I do such a thing?
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Here comes Gabu. Yep.
Gabu! you doing here?
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it, and you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already, so please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the Divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter, of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt, and any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Laminsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. there will be no more man and beastmen. Just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world. If you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
I do like...
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole, I fought, I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to.
I like that they're willing to still go back to... like, political stuff. Even though we were...
That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die.
Maybe don't.
Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
Like, just the last patch, we were dealing with some cosmic level shit, existential crisis of the entire universe, and now we're back to dealing with actual local politics of the relationship between what could be called humans and the beast tribes.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
Yeah, we went and dealt with cosmic level shit, fate of the entire fucking universe. What would have been within the construct of the game just a couple months ago, and now we're coming back to deal with, okay, well, we still have to repair the relationship between the Limsons and the kobolds. Because there's no other, like, we still have to, that's still an issue that has to be resolved. It would seem we've found a way forward with the kobolds. Next, we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from their thraldom. Theirs is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest. But reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true. So instead I will say thank you for helping us to plot a new course, not only for Limsa, but all of Eorzea. I think this should be the last quest of the patch.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
Damn.
What in the world is that? A tower.
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Oh, fuck.
Yes?
You guys seeing this shit?
This is she. I am. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards.
Okay, so it sounds like more of these have popped up.
The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea. Nothing more is known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert.
That sounds fucked up.
Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
no rest for the wicked. Oh, hello. So let's see what Lisa's up to and what that fucking tower's doing. Hey Lisa, you see that fucking thing?
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Roger preserves!
Oh.
It can't be.
Looks kinda like Bahamut.
The palace! After them!
You're here, good.
Well, well, well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why, even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that Asahi?
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Oh! You saw straight through it! Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandango, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
Alright, what the fuck are these towers for?
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days, to which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Asians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire. And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die! You! And you! And you! I want you all to die! And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering!
Say what you will, his motives are pretty clear.
I'm different, you see. From the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe. I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers, and this very star our stage. But I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash. Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
Fuck. Thank goodness everyone's safe. We managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden. Raban, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to know what it's for. We'll go with you. No, you won't. You'll rest. Merle tells me you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest. Very well, but if you need our help, don't hesitate. And take care, both of you. Alright, now let's head back to Rev Toll. Kryl at the Rising Stones. Since we're all here, perhaps those of us who bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat the rest of us to a first-hand account. Alright. I think that wraps up this will technically wrap up patch 5.4. No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable, but for the endless variety of our foes. This Fandaniel seems even more unhinged than his patron. Unhinged, maybe, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days, and that the towers will somehow facilitate this. He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. And the creature did certainly resemble the Elder Primal. That may be, but the fact that it answered to Fandaniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more probable that it's some manner of simulacrum born of Ascian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of yours? I've been to see the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judged it best to provide them with the cure first. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Ul'dah and delivered the porksies to her grace, along with the detailed instructions on their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The Flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amal Jah when negotiations abruptly collapsed. Huh. The Amal Jah claimed that a number of their kind have been abducted and that men are responsible. Not is known of the perpetrators yet, but as the Immortal Flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Fandaniel's towers. Well, shit. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not exclusively an Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yangsha. Then it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little for now save remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, apparently at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Estinian. Now hang on. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lance, I would be the first to welcome it. But the truth is, we will struggle even to find him. Tataru's been on that game for a minute. If indeed he is hiding, we have ways of locating him regardless, so if there are no objections, we shall depart at once. Yeah, Tataru and Kryl figured out Estinian's game. They're like, nah, we'll get him. We'll get his ass. Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of porksies. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead. Well, our moment of triumph did not last long. No rest for the wicked. That's pretty much. And save it we shall. I for one do not intend to allow a nihilistic madman to take us all to the grave with him. Not when the future holds such promise. Nay, I will do all in my power to protect those whom I hold dear, just as you have always done. That's the closing. Of 5-4. Oh, well, maybe not. Hang on.
Scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them.
Tempered.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Glory be.
Glory be to Excalibur!
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life. Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing him that you await his coming, though I confess, I may have singed him a little in the process.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me. Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
Okay, yeah. That's that's him going, okay, yeah, we need to do the thing. We need to give Xenos a class change. So with that all said, I'm gonna teleport to the Free Company house. Because I have other things that need doing over there. Thing. I need to buy 5 stacks of grade 6. Well, actually. Crop's doing well. Fertilize. Bup, bup. Fertilize. Bup, bup. Water. And water. Catalysts. Grade 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's that's taken care of. I use Weaver for that, right? Actually, which class uses fire water? So there's fire earth. Water lightning. I'm doing well on water lightning, so I'll do, yeah, alchemy might be the way to go. Clothcraft is wind lightning, but I'm running out of wind. Running out of fire, too. Yeah, I'll do it on alchemist. Because it looks like I've got plenty on alchemist. I will queue up. Just check to see what's my durability on my stuff. On my gear, my stuff, my tools. Looks like I'm doing good. Alright. Let's get this craft going. And on that note, I think that's enough to go ahead and call it. 5-4 was interesting. We dealt with a whole bunch of weird mishaps. We're starting to understand that the world is moving away from conflicts between the men and the beastmen, even as the Garleans are now in civil war. But, you know, Fan Daniel has figured out, oh shit, he's doing something with these weird towers, and he's summoned something that looks kind of like Bahamut, but from the moon, maybe? Lunar Bahamut? And he wants to, at least he says he wants to reenact the apocalypse that befell the world that came before the Source and the 13. Which is weird, interesting. Not sure why he wants to do that, but it is what it is. So yeah. Interesting things abound. Kind of gearing up for the end, for moving in towards Endwalker. Who else is streaming right now? I may end up sending you back over to Twitch. Whoever may be around. But we don't have like raids and all that happening, so I'm just gonna post the link here in the chat. Ducky is playing some old Castlevania games. So, hey. Why not? If you are around currently, just pop that link in the chat. You can go watch Ducky play some retro stuff. I'm going to keep crafting these Magitech repair materials so that I can sell them on the market board. I figured out that Magitech repair materials seem to be a really good source of money. So, yeah, they sell pretty reliably, at least. And I can just grab up most of the material from whenever I'm getting my gardening soil, which is a big advantage to me. Anyway. Thank you for coming. If you appreciate the stream so far, trying to become a little bit more active, there's buttons, you know, subscribe, like, share, you know, whatever. You're an adult. I trust you'd be able to figure out what to do to keep watching and to keep me streaming. And maybe sooner rather than later, I might return to do some coding streams here on YouTube rather than on Twitch. So yeah, I will see you guys around. Appreciate you stopping by.